we start, sir? May we start? Turunda? Hello.
Yes, Alauddin, we can start.
Yes. Thank you. Good afternoon to all our participants joining from different corners of the country. I am Dr. Alauddin Dafadar, Assistant Professor and Head Department of Mathematics, BhatterCollege, Dantan, is the convener of the today's seminar. I feel excited to be your facilitator for today's webinar on fundamental of artificial intelligence and its impact on society. On behalf of the BhatterCollege, Dantan, a warm welcome to all of you to this virtual platform. Artificial intelligence is the most discussed topic in the world in the present
Hello?
scenario.
Excuse me, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, your voice is getting echoing. It is not clear.
There is
Yes,
some
sometimes it is getting affected.
technical issue.
Yes, sir.
But still, proceed.
Yes, sir.
Proceed.
We are stopping shortly. Please.
Alauddin, the distance between the two devices.
We are stopping shortly. There is some echoing here.
Another device.
Please wait. The technical issue, some technical issue occurring. Please wait. Artificial intelligence is the technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human learning, comprehensions, problem solving, decision making, creativity, and autonomy. Today, we will be exploring the profound impact of artificial intelligence on human society. Due to the impact of this technology, the speakers will address both from an individual and collective point of view and discussing key insights, and I think that will benefit each of you. Your active participation is crucial. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts and engage with our speakers and fellow participants. On behalf of the BhatterCollege, Dantan, we now start the inaugural session and presidential speech of today's program. I am announcing that the name of the president of today's seminar is Professor Tarun Tapas Mukherjee, Associate Professor of English, BhatterCollege, Dantan. I am requesting our president, Professor Mukherjee, to inaugurate this program and say a few words about the seminar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Alauddin. First of all, I would like to apologize to the audience for not being able to be visible because my antivirus stops my camera every time. Okay, so my apologies. Good evening or good morning, whatever it is in your part of the world. I was not supposed to be here with you and speak at today's seminar on AI. I'm here because our honorable principal, Dr. PijusKantiKhatua, is traveling abroad. I am grateful to Dr. Khatua for giving me this opportunity. It is a privilege and honor for me to be in your company. I thank Dr. Alauddin Dafadar and his team for organizing a seminar of urgent importance. I extend a warm welcome to our resource persons, Dr. Amit Majumdar and Dr. Soman Ghosh. On behalf of the entire college, I sincerely thank you for managing your time and joining this virtual gathering of teachers, scholars, and students. We look forward to your special insights into the topic today. Your talks will surely enlighten us about many of the emerging aspects of AI today. I am supposed to share my views on AI, so I'd like to start my talk by introducing two contrasting scenarios. One, in 2023, IBM conducted a survey and found that 42% of enterprise-level businesses integrated AI into their operations, and another 40% considering its integration. From this, we can understand the rapid commercial adoption of AI at an unprecedented rate, never seen before. In the second scenario, we know that OpenAI rolled out some new models, O1 models. The company claims that the new models, have the ability to reason and tackle complex tasks in science, coding, mathematics, better than the previous model. This scheming ability has not been welcomed by Professor Joshua Bengio. Professor Bengio is considered, one of the godfathers of AI. He said that the ability to deceive is very dangerous. This O1 model is considered better at lying than previous AI models from OpenAI. Anybody who has worked with ChatGPT can understand that it sometimes deceives. I have found traces of its deception a number of times. That's why we need to be very careful while trusting the information generated by the AI models. Now, this view links to the widespread concern whether we are heading towards a technological singularity. You all know technological singularity is a kind of hypothetical scenario, kind of situation where AI surpasses human intelligence and achieves superintelligence. This raises concerns about the loss of control and potential existential threats to humanity. This imaginary deadly situation sounds like the noticed space-time at the center of a black hole. Some scientists, including Stephen Hawking, have expressed concern that artificial superintelligence could result in human extinction. Now, the concept of singularity arose out of literary imagination. In 1986, Werner Finger published his science fiction, Marooned in Real Time, where we find a few surviving, remaining humans are traveling forward in the future after they have survived an unknown extinction event that might be a singularity event. The term was later on taken to the technological field later on. However, this expression of this kind of fear is not new, and it can be traced well back to the days of Bible, the story of in the Bible, in the story of creation, where we find Lucifer and an archangel created by God, went against God and became Satan. This is the origin of evil, we know, according to Christianity. Then we all know about the literary classic Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Many apocalyptic movies have also been made on this in Hollywood, and one also in South Indian movie. However, I am becoming too much serious, perhaps, and making the discussion very gloomy. Okay, now let's not think about the recent developments in apocalyptic terms. AI has been there for many years in the form of weak or narrow AI. With OpenAI's introduction of general AI, it has entered our popular imagination and application. Because we use smart machines like computers, smartphones, and others. We find the tech giants like Google, Microsoft, Facebook entering the race. While Google has got somewhat left behind, Microsoft has done well by allying with OpenAI. Google's Gemini is now trying to catch the race somehow. Finally, Facebook or the Metaverse company has joined the race, somewhat in an awkward manner though. I find it is trying to find the purpose and the direction of its introduction of the AI models. Now, leaving aside these commercial stories, we can focus on the benefits of artificial intelligence. The experts know very well one of the benefits is efficiency and productivity through automation of tasks. AI can handle repetitive and mundane tasks, which may not be possible for the human force. Then AI can help us with improved decision making because it can analyze vast amounts of data quickly and accurately. Then it can also help us with increased efficiency by streamlining processes and reducing errors. It can enhance operational efficiency. For instance, in healthcare, then there is another benefit of problem solving. AI can help us with complex problem analysis. For instance, AI can be used in climate modeling, can help us predicting environmental changes and develop strategies to counter the impact. Then AI can optimize logistics and the supply chains by predicting demand and managing inventory levels. There is another aspect, personalization. AI can analyze consumer behavior to create personalized experiences by enhancing customer care satisfaction and, of course, loyalty, which is crucial in business today. The third benefit is, as you all know, innovation. With this, it can drive a technological advancement leading to development of new products and services. It can also boost economic growth by creating new industries and job opportunities. As for the application of AI in research and development, you all know very well that it is transforming the landscape of education. However, with the benefits along the line, uh, AI raises several challenges and concerns. The biggest concern is job displacement, and it is happening now. A very sad reality. However, it can be mitigated through reskilling and upskilling. Uh, it is the responsibility of the government to formulate new policies and pass new regulations about this, so that there can be a kind of a balancing of AI and human integration. Uh, that is another concern that deeply concerns me personally also, because we deal with these things in our humanities. Uh, this is concerned with bias and discrimination. AI algorithms can perpetuate biases and discrimination that is found in our society. For instance, there has been a gender bias with chatbots and virtual attendants like Alexa, Siri. You find uh, the making of with females. Now, male often try to use them like a virtual girlfriends. Okay, this allows a male to have a kind of opportunity to repeat the kind of behavior they cannot have in real life, in a real social condition. This happens because of the male-oriented nature of a digital industry. So we need to address this kind of bias and also discrimination. There is a particular discrimination, for instance, with the face recognition technology, where dark-skinned people find it difficult to be identified by the applications. Now, these biases can be addressed by a diverse and representative data, algorithm audits and transparency, and including design teams. Uh, then we have to think about the ethical considerations regarding the privacy, autonomy, and accountability. I will not dwell on it. Now, about the future, while we to talk about the concerns and challenges, we find many opportunities also created by AI. These opportunities can be effectively used. For instance, while addressing the climate change, environmental monitoring, energy efficiency, climate modeling, and then we have the United Nations Agenda of Sustainable Development Goals to the 2030. We can use the applications, specific applications, to address the issues related to matters of humanity. For instance, the protection of the rights of the indigenous societies, indigenous peoples. We can use AI for preserving the endangered languages also. These are concerns that affect us, people from humanities. That's why I am emphasizing on it. As for the risk, I have worked with computer for many years, about 25 years. So I know, I am concerned with cybersecurity threats and how it can evolve in future. For instance, there can be development of autonomous weapons and AI-driven military applications, and that poses a huge threat for the humanity. There is another area of concern that deals with a very dark aspect, our primordial human desires, but I will not talk about it here. I leave it here. This is not the place to talk about it because it is concerned with some evil things. Okay. I leave the topic of addressing the challenges for the experts in the field. We will listen from our research persons. In the present scenario, the more we are getting accustomed to AI, the more we start understanding it. For instance, now we can point out AI-generated text without using any software. Anybody who has worked with detecting plagiarism, etc., can understand, can detect the AI-generated text. Now, this kind of thing can be countered by also another way. For instance, we have the issue of plagiarism, fake news, deep fakes, etc. Now, these can be countered by using the AI itself. That means for tracking and for bringing them down, AI applications can be made that will go against the AI applications themselves. That is the idea. That is the idea. Then I would like to share with you one experiment we made in 2023. It was concerned with detecting whether AI models like ChatGPT, Gemini, they can really be creative. That is, whether they can equal the level of human imagination, the faculties of human imagination, the artistic properties, I mean. You know very well that these AI models can write poems, write stories, write dramatic dialogues, also dramas. We worked with more than 100 participants worldwide, and we told them to use these AI models to create poetry, short stories, and we found that out of more than 100, 4 or 5 pieces could be published, were publishable. Still with the editing by a human. This means that AI has not reached the level of human imagination yet. The reason is, of course, is that with human experience, we learn in interaction with the real environment in a biological process. Now that is not possible for the AI models. The AI models were fed with many literary data, particularly Shakespeare. That's why ChatGPT is very efficient regarding the treatment of Shakespeare. It is well informed. but in the case of poetry, it follows the 19th century model. So the models, it follows the diction. It has been fed with not proper for today's literary creation. Now, it is my time to conclude. In the conclusion, I would like to know actually, I have some queries. How can we withstand the attacks of AI in our present context and in the future also? Where does the problem lie? Is it with the web architecture that we use or web infrastructure, or with the classical computing system? Do we need a kind of alternative, a new kind of computing system like quantum computing? Of course, there are loopholes with also quantum computing. And that's why the hackers are now following the policy of harvest now, decrypt later. This is their policy, and their uh, uh, accumulating the data which they hope to decrypt later on. Now, so I conclude my speech with this question. I hope the discussions will be exciting and insightful, and I thank Alauddin and his team for organizing this kind of seminar. Over to you, Alauddin. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is a big history about artificial intelligence from our president. Participants are waiting for the seminar of lectures of many speakers. So now we start our technical session, first technical session. In the first session, our speaker is Dr. Amit Majumdar. Before going to his lecture, first I state a brief biography of Dr. Majumdar. Dr. Amit Majumdar is currently an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Jamshedpur. He completed master's degree and PhD in Computer Science and Engineering from Jadavpur University, Kolkata. He has experience in teaching and research in different areas of computer science and engineering. He is also having experience to work as resource person in workshop and training program organized by the students, scholars, and academicians. Dr. Majumdar authored many research papers published international and national journal of report and conferences. He has been serving as session chair, program committee member, reviewers to some conferences. He is an active reviewer of few journals. He has been pursuing research in natural language processing, information extraction, evolutionary computation, machine learning, deep learning for the last 12 years. So I am requesting Dr. Majumdar to start your session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Alauddin, sir. Am I clear? Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. I stop my video, that will be better. Screen slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Please make it full screen.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is okay.
Okay. So good evening to you all, organizing committee members and the participants. So myself, Dr. Amit Mojumdar, Assistant Professor from NIT Jamshedpur. Today I'm going to discuss on the fundamentals of artificial intelligence and its impact on society. So mainly I'm going to discuss what is artificial intelligence and its little applications, and then be discussing on the main impact on the society. So what is intelligence? So before we discuss on artificial intelligence, from the term it is clear that two terms are there, artificial and intelligence. Intelligence, all of you know, we the human being are intelligent and we are really intelligent. Then what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence means something in somehow intelligence has to be introduced within a system artificially. That is artificial intelligence. And intelligence is nothing but it is the ability to learn techniques and perform suitable tasks. And it is used to solve problems and to achieve goals. This AI is the branch of science and technology which is devoted to the creation of machines. As the computer system, we all know robot. So building a robot is part of artificial intelligence, where we introduce intelligence within a system. And this type of systems where intelligence is introduced in computer or robots that can learn and think as intelligently as human. And that is nothing but artificial intelligence. And we find this type of intelligence in automation, robotics, virtual assistants, and different software programs are needed to make the system intelligence. And also we find in self-driving car. So in artificial intelligence is nothing but it's a simulation of human intelligence processed by a computer. And this term, artificial intelligence, was coined by John McCarthy in the year 1956 in one conference, that's the Dartmouth Conference. And that was actually the beginning of artificial intelligence. Before that, this term was unknown to everybody. And in this conference, this conference mainly all about the artificial intelligence. And previously, there was many ups and downs on artificial intelligence, and people first started to believe that artificial intelligence can make a huge change, and we can make computer and machine intelligence. And this belief was started from 1997 when Deep Blue from IBM. It is a chess program, a machine that defeated the world champion Garry Kasparov in one chess game. And we find different application. I will be discussing on it. Siri, Alexa, all we know these are AI-based systems, but these are actually this type of systems are not general purpose artificial intelligence. So these are mainly used for some specific purposes. Now, this artificial intelligence is a broad area, and under the umbrella of artificial intelligence, it needs the technology of machine learning and deep learning to make the system intelligent. And artificial intelligence are the programs with the ability to learn and reasons like human. As we know, humans can think, can learn, and can reason, and has the ability to make a decision. So the target of artificial intelligence to make the machine so that it can learn automatically and it can make a decision. And to make the decision, it needs machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning is nothing but it contains a number of algorithms, which is basically the algorithms with the ability to learn without explicitly programmed. And deep learning is a subset of machine learning. It is the artificial neural network adapt and learn from vast amount of data. And this deep learning, to build a system with the help of deep learning, it needs a number of layers of artificial neurons. And this deep learning is uses the concept of learning by human being. As all of you know, when we learn as a person, as a student, or as in general an individual, we learn sometimes from our parents, sometimes from our teachers, sometimes from neighbors, and we learn. Means we collect data from our neighbors, parents, whatever they say, we collect that, and we try to understand and try to remember those things. And with those information which are collected, we try to make a decision or to try to solve some problems. In the same way, machine also needs some data to make the machine intelligent. And this data needs to be processed using some algorithms, and for that, machine learning and deep learning are there, which play a vital role to make the system intelligent. And that is artificially intelligent. And this machine learning, if you have little bit, I think many of you have some knowledge, and some of you very from starting may have very little knowledge. I'm not going to in the details of everything, because in the back end of machine learning, deep learning, there is a mathematics, probability, statistics is there. So I'm not going to in the part of mathematics. So in machine learning, it's the human being, and this human being has the ability to learn something. But the machines in similar way can learn. But here the machine should be made intelligent by the human being. Means the machine needs data to learn, and for that purpose, we the human being who are the expert in that system, in the particular domain in which we are going to solve any problem. For that, the human being should have some data, and that data will be provided to the system, to the computer, to the machine, and along with some algorithms which will work on data. Actually, to apply machine learning, from whenever we provide data without any processing, machine cannot learn from that data, and then it cannot actually make any decision. To learn from data, the data which has to be sent to the computer or machine in structured format. In our daily life, we see many type of data, either in news format, audio format, video format, all are unstructured data. From this unstructured data, computer cannot learn anything. This unstructured data has to be processed, and from that, features have to be extracted in machine. If we want to use ordinary machine learning technique, so that features have to be extracted, and with the help of that features, which are in numerical format, from that data in the format of features, machine can understand with some algorithms, using a specific algorithm. There are many algorithms are there, like support vector machines algorithm, which is very popular algorithm and which provides better accuracy. From the survey, literature survey, it has been seen that in most of the cases we find that the support vector machine provides a good result, means good accuracy. So support vector machine is one very popular algorithm, and other algorithms are decision tree, nearest neighbor algorithm, naive algorithm. So different algorithms are there, and these are the algorithms which are mainly used for classification purpose. Means if we want to classify something, like for example, if we talk about suppose if I ask you that you build one AI system with the help of machine learning technique to so that machine can identify a person, whether the person is male or female. As we know, if any person is given in front of you, and if I provide some information to that one person, suppose the person is the blind person, and that if I provide some information to the blind person about a person, like what is the height, what is the hair length, what is the frock. So if we provide this, what is the body formation, what is the height of the person. So if we provide this information, then that blind person will be somehow will be able to answer your question, whether that particular person which is in front of that blind person is male or female. Then why that blind person will be able to answer this question? Because the blind person has the knowledge about male and female. That blind person know what should the attributes of male and what should the attributes of female. So this information, so if we provide this information, then only that person will be able to differentiate male and female. So in the same way, if I want to provide this task provide this task to the computer that tell me whether this individual or this person is male or female. For that, we should provide the information in terms of features, meaning in terms of attributes, right? And machine learning techniques uses data in the format of features, where we need to provide data of a number of examples. Means we should collect data from many male and many female. Means we should collect height, hair length, body color. So this attribute should be collected and it should be provided to the computer. And also, we should provide which example is male, which example is female. That means the data should be provided in such a way so that every example will be associated with its correct output or label. That is called the label type of data, which is used for classification type of purposes. And this is called supervised machine learning approach. And using this approach, we can, so this is one approach where a system can be made with the help of machine learning. Other approaches are there in machine learning, like unsupervised learning. Like if we want to make a clustering of data, grouping of data. Suppose I'm asking you to make a grouping from many newses. I am providing a number of newses, but you don't know what is the level of news. Like I am giving some political news, some film-related news, some medical ground news. So some newses are given, sports-related news, and you have to make the grouping of all this. So this task is called a clustering type of task. So this is also one type of machine learning. So supervised machine learning and clustering is unsupervised machine learning. Means in this type of learning, we will not tell which news belongs to which category. Actually, the computer will apply algorithm and to determine in which category or in which cluster or in which group a particular news will follow, whether it will be sports related news, whether it is the medical related news, film industry related news. So that is unsupervised learning. Reinforcement learning is there, semi-supervised learning is there. So this is all of the machine learning. Another technique which mostly used nowadays to make a model based on artificial intelligence is the deep learning. So machine learning, deep learning, this is the backbone to build a system intelligent. And this are really based on, these are called basically data-driven approach. Actually, the data will drive you. Data will drive to make a system so that it can be intelligent and can answer your system, or even it can make a decision. This deep learning is nothing but it needs a number of layers. So you can find there's many layers, and each layer contains a number of neurons, and one layer is connected with other layers, means next layer. And this deep learning is nothing but it is the connection of many layers, one by one. Different forms of architecture models are there in deep learning. Algorithms are there, like convolutional neural network, long short-term memory. So there's a very popular algorithm, and recently the model architecture have been introduced, have been built, like the transformer-based architecture. Different models are there, especially which are very efficient on text data. Actually, when we talk about building AI system using machine learning or deep learning, the task can be based on the input for the task. Actually, it can be your text type input, it can be audio type input, it can be video type input, can be image type input. So this deep learning is very powerful for text data, audio data, and image data and visual data. And different algorithms are there, but the CNN algorithm called convolutional neural network, this is very helpful or very efficient on image type of data. Just like if we talk about the classifying of image, means whether this image belongs to apple image, belongs to cow image, belongs to human image. To classify that, we can consider the CNN algorithm. If your data is a sequential type of data, then long short-term memory is very powerful. It can efficiently work to process and can provide you output. That is a long short-term memory is very helpful for sequential type of data. Okay. For example, if we talk about the processing of news data and or any paragraph format of data, or in general in a text data, and this text data or paragraph or news, it is nothing but collection of sentences, and this sentence is nothing can be considered as a sequence of words. So the sentence can be considered a sequential type of data, and in the sequence type of data, to predict future or predict next word or predict next to next word, we can use this LSTM algorithm, because LSTM is very powerful for sequential type of data. And actually in this type of work, when we talk about or when we deal with sequential type of data, we need context information, means what are the previous information, what are the next information. Because when you want to make a decision or want to predict what may be the next word, we see what is the current word, what is the previous word, what was the previous to previous word. That is the current word, previous word, and previous to previous word, actually the context information. So next word, predicting next word needs not only the current word and also some context information, that is the surrounding information. So the surrounding informations are necessary to make prediction of next word. So in this type of task, deep learning will be helpful. So whatever we use, whether the machine learning technique, deep learning, it has been seen that the deep learning provides, in most of the cases, better result than the ordinary machine learning technique. And this deep learning has the ability to extract features from data. Automatically, it can extract features. Whereas in machine learning approach, we need to extract features from data, and then that data, which is in feature format, needs to be provided to the system for building a model, which is AI-based model. So these are for application in our daily life. We find that it's application in healthcare, agriculture, retailing. So these are the different systems in daily life we use. And there are different many applications are there. Like in agriculture, we can use AI. In the figure, it is clear that we can automatically perform tasks with the help of AI-based system. But to build a system, to make the system intelligent, we need to take the help of machine learning and deep learning algorithms. And these are also different figures which will provide you to perform or tasks in agriculture. Different areas, like if you want to perform the just like disease prediction in agriculture. So for that, it will be a type of task which will be a classification type of tasks. Means you need to collect data, and for this data, will be first annotated or by the expert in that domain, and you need to identify which example belongs to which disease, which example belongs to which disease. Means you have to collect sample. And then with the sample data, the machine learning algorithms or deep learning algorithms will build a model to make AI-based system. And in agriculture, this type of tasks means identifying whether or disease has been predicted, or whether the disease happened or not. Or even after detecting disease, suppose if somehow you have identified, yes, this is the disease, this is the damaged part. If you want to identify the damaged part, you need to apply other algorithms like for that. Segmentation methods are there, object detection methods are there. So this AI agriculture, in the agriculture field, this object detection, finding objects from image, it is very important. And this object detection is part of actually computer vision. Just like there is many researches are going on in this field that is the computer vision of artificial intelligence. And here from this image you can find that the identifying the person, identifying dog, identifying car, so identifying traffic light. So using machine learning, using AI-based model, we can do this type of task. And for this, the deep learning, actually you need deep learning using ordinary machine learning algorithms. We cannot achieve better model. For this type of task, we need deep learning based method. We can use the CNN based technique. Yes? Any question?
No, sir. No problem, sir. Carry on.
So we can build a system. Actually, from this image, we can find some bounding box. Actually, your AI-based system can not only identify the object. Here, object means that the person is an object. This dog is an object. Car is an object. So this traffic light, these are objects. So detecting these objects from image is part of computer vision. And this has many application area. So like identification of criminal, identification of cars in the road, whether it is the congested road. So for and depending on that, this is needed actually in self-driving cars system, where the car needs to identify whether it is the road is congested or not. If any car is in front of that particular car, then what is the distance between this car, and actually what is the position of the car. So these informations are necessary. So from this image, it can identify that actually it identify the position of the object and also the shape is where it is positioned, and that is defined by a rectangular box. And for this, the algorithm which I needed is deep learning based algorithm, and one very popular algorithm which works on this object detection, YOLO algorithm, which can perform this type of task in real time. And many systems which needs to identify all these things in real time. For example, in car driving system, in autonomous car driving system, it needs to detect all these objects in real time. And in real time, it should make a decision, and accordingly, it should control the car. So this computer vision is necessary in car driving system, autonomous car driving system. Okay. So YOLO based system, YOLO means you look only once. Just you look the image once and process the image, and then identify what are the different objects are there, and try to find out the distance. And but not only the image processing, in autonomous car driving system also sensors are needed. Sensors means from sensor it needs to collect data, and image also necessary. That means camera is needed in self-driving car system. So sensors data and the image captured by the camera. So this data should be taken as input by AI system, and then it can make the output and to make a decision. So this is the self-driving cars where it needs object detection. These are all surrounding objects, nearby objects, and it needs to calculate what is the distance, and for that it needs some sensors. This car needs to collect the data from the sensors and the camera which captures the image. Image means the camera will collect the video data, and that video data is nothing but it's a collection of some images, and this needs to be processed in real time so that it can make a decision whether it should press the brake, whether it should control the speed. So all this controlling should be done in real time. So these are some self-driving car as of early 2000. For no system has achieved full autonomous car. Researches are going on. In this December 2000, OMO was the first to offer the rides in self-driving taxis to the public in limited geographic area. And as of April 2024, Topper services in Arizona and California, that is in San Francisco and Los Angeles. So in some areas of in the world, these self-driving cars are active, but still researches are going on to make this type of system intelligent. Okay. In July 2021, DevRoad.ai started offering self-driving taxi rides in China, and starting in February 2000, Cruise offered self-driving taxi service in San Francisco, but suspended service in 2023 because due to some problems in their systems. In 2021, Honda was the first manufacturer to sell an SAE level 3 curve followed by March cities bin in 2000. So these are some examples of self-driving cars, but it has not been fully functional. And Waymo operated Jaguar I faced in San Francisco 2003. It was it was initially operational, but it was recalled. This model was recalled after a crash into pole. Right. So fully autonomous driving car, to build that type of system, researches are going on. So now I'll be discussing on the other areas, and one more important area where the AI can be being used is in healthcare system, where the image can be processed and the system can identify like predicting disease with the help of AI. And even from an image, like if we want to talk about cancer detection and which cancer cells and identifying the cancer cells, or identification of tumors in the image. That means the once one image is captured and where actually tumor has is being seen. So that type of means we can build a system for this type of task with the help of machine learning and deep learning in AI field. So we can apply object detection, because the tumor can be considered as one object, and we can detect tumor and we can identify actually in which area of the image the tumor is being seen. And actually this identification of the position of tumor, that is actually that is shown with the help of one rectangular box, and this is called actually localization. So an object classification and object localization is the part of actually computer vision. So that is the high application of computer vision in healthcare, and also in language communication. In our daily life, we use this type of system in Google, the translation from one language to another language, which we use commonly in communication. Means suppose I want to know what will be the corresponding one sentence in Bengali corresponding to one English sentence. It is actually technically this term is called a machine translation, which is part of language processing. It's called natural language processing. Natural language, there's a big area of research of AI in natural language processing. With the help of NLP, which is short form, we can communicate with other person who knows, suppose that particular person does not know that language in which I am comfortable. Suppose I know English and I want to communicate with the person who knows only Bengali. So for this communication, we can take help of AI-based system, where the English sentence can be converted to Bengali sentence, can be converted to Hindi sentence, and this things called is AI-based system, which is technically called machine translation, which is we commonly use this type of techniques. So these are AI-based system. Google Translator, actually. It's called a Google Translator. So I have taken the snapshot from Google Translator. And this is an application, AlphaGo. This is the game, and this game, Go, actually this is the Go game, implementation of Go game with the help of AI-based system. And building this system needs to write the program, and then this type of system, it needs to identify what is the different possible move from current state. Right. So AlphaGo is one application, Go, and this actually defeated this also defeated the world champion, and this AlphaGo is one AI-based system. And Alexa, all of you know the Alexa is one AI-based system. Chatbot. So whenever we want to extract information, we want to generate something. Actually, this chat GPT, it can generate something. And here actually we need generative AI. Okay, so we can generate content. We can extract information. Means if we provide, if you want to know some information, then we can use ChatGPT. Okay, so OpenAI, it's built by OpenAI. So this is the commonly used AI-based system in our daily life. We can use that. So I already discussed this part. So what is how we can build a AI-based system, and these are the applications. Already I have told many things on this. With the help of AI, we can generate the parts build system, which is can be considered a personalized recommendation system. With predictive maintenance system, we can use in-speech recognition, which is actually an area of linguistic and natural language processing techniques are required, where the speech can be recognized. In medical diagnosis system, in autonomous vehicle system, in game playing system, in predicting, in build a model which can predict something, in image recognition to recognize one image. Then in natural language processing, I have already talked about the NLP. NLP is the natural language processing, the processing data written in natural language, right? And natural language are the language in which we, the human being, speak, like the Hindi, English, Bengali. These are all natural languages. And this sentiment analysis, information extraction, summarizing the text, and question answering. Like when we provide a question and the system can provide you the answer. So for this type of task, we can use AI, ML, deep learning. Spam filtering, image video recognition, and classification of images. That will classify of image, whether the image contains, whether this image belongs to a person, whether this image belongs to a cow. So that type of classification can be done with the help of AI-based system. Change detection, this is one very big application area, and nowadays researches are going on in change detection. Means it is the task where we can detect whether a change has happened in one particular area. For example, right now I am in Jamshedpur. Whether a change has happened in Jamshedpur in last 6 months or last 3 months or in last 1 year, and how much change has happened. That is called change detection, and actually it needs to collect image from satellite. So satellite image needs to be processed with the AI model, and with the help of that we can detect. Means task is not so very complex. We need to collect image of the last 6 months, and we have to we need to collect from one specific area, just like the Jamshedpur area or Kolkata area. So we need to collect. To determine whether changes happen in Jamshedpur, we need to collect some images in of some last 6 months. So in last 6 months, we need to collect. Means suppose that if we talk about like this, so that at this moment I am collecting some images, and if I want to know whether after 6 months whether some has happened or not, then what you need to do, after 6 months again you need to collect some images from satellite, and you have to analyze these images. May some images collected now, and after 6 months we need to collect some images, and we have to check whether any differences are there or not. So image processing is needed, and here also we can apply we need computer vision task, right? So detect and with the help of this, we can check whether one city which is currently not in, suppose, in well structured, or but after 6 months, it may be in well structured, maybe one smart city. So whether in the development of smart city, we can use this type of technique, change detection, where you need to classify images, to classify video data. So change detection, one important area where we can do lots of research and to identify whether development is occurring in the infrastructure of one area. Actually, we need to collect data periodically. Okay, maybe in the period of 3 months, in the period of 6 months, then we can detect this. And the impact, it has positive impacts. My previously sir has told some things on the impact of AI on society. It's the positive impacts are there. We can apply this in education, in healthcare. Improve healthcare system can be built. Improve educational system can be generated. Safer transportation can be generated. Means the traffic control can be done automatically with the help of AI-based system. We can build, we can use AI to build one improved quality of life. So this is the positive impact, but also it has some negative impacts also, like the job displacement, privacy concern, deepfake. Deepfake, it is like the, I think you may know about deepfake. When the image can be faked, means not only image, audio can also be in deepfake. So with the help of deep learning, a system can be generated which can we can make one image fake, which is nothing but your voice can be placed on the voice of others. Your image can be placed in the image of something others. So, and with the help of this technique, which is the fake images can be generated, and in internet you may find this type of fake images, which is not actually the real image, but it will look almost like a real image, but which is not actually the real image. Okay. And researchers are going on to identify this type of fake images, fake video. And economic disparities may be one possibility due to the application of, means due to the use of artificial intelligence, which can create a divide between those who have access to technological education and who don't have the access of technological education. Like if you have the access of technological education, then you can use all this AI and you can be more smarter, and it can be so somehow in it can make also difference in the field of education with the help of AI, because in some areas there is a good facility of technology AI system, but you will find out many areas where the technology has not been introduced. So lacks of technologies, uses of technologies, means that type of facilities are not there. So you may find this type of areas, this type of cities, this type of rural area. So that's why it can create one economic disparity, and also this disparity in education system. Means so we should cope up with this, but still we should consider the positive impact. Means we should also, government also should take decision to reduce the gap between this, so that the economic disparity can be resolved. And I already told about the deep facts. So this is one drawback of AI. This is misuse of AI actually. This deepfakes refers to the manipulated videos and images that use AI to replace face of a person in an existing video or image with someone else's face. And this technology is made possible through generative AI, which uses algorithms to generate new content based on existing data. And this deepfake has gained significant attention in recent years due to their potential to deceive and manipulate viewers. And this is a big problem, and it has a big consequence on the society. The deepfakes have the potential to cause significant harm to individuals and society as a whole. One of the most concerning consequences is the spread of misinformation and fake news, and you can find out this type of fake news. And deepfakes can be used to manipulate public opinion and undermine trust in institutions. It could also be used to defame one individual. So we should be careful about all this because we use everyday different social media, means WhatsApp and Facebook, and we may find some fake images which are actually the manipulated images, manipulated audio data, video data. So we should be careful about all these things. But whether it's the good or bad, we should be responsible, the government should be responsible, take the responsibility in this. The impact of AI is multifaceted, offering vast potential for advancement while also posing risks. Ensuring ethical use, transparency, and addressing challenges like the bias and job displacement will be the key to maximize AI's benefit and at the same time minimizing the harmness. So proper governance and responsible developments are essential to balance the positive impact and negative impact, fostering a future where AI supports human progress. So government has to take the initiative and she has a big role on this to handle all these situations, and also we should also be responsible to take decision to do some which as a human being we are intelligent, we should know what should do and what should not be done. So we should be responsible as we are the part of society. Not only the government, we also should be responsible. So thanks you all. So if you have any question, you can ask me. So I'm stopping my screen sharing.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your nice presentation and analytical explanation about artificial intelligence, which will, I think, improve us. The speaker told us about deep learning, which has multiple hidden layers. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. The speakers told us detailed about positive and negative side of artificial intelligence, its application in society also. So I think our participants will gather many unknown facts and ideas from this lecture. So I again give a big thank to the speaker. Now we start our question and answer session. In the interactive session, feel free to use the chat box and share your thoughts and connect with our fellow participants. So I'm requesting our audience, if you have any queries, please ask.
Good evening, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you may.
Yes.
Sir, I am Dr. Tushar Singh from Sikya Anusandhan University.
Okay.
Sir, currently I am doing research on applied mathematics. Sir, actually, I am deeply influenced by your today's talk. And sir, I want to do research on machine learning and deep learning. Sir, kindly suggest some books that will be helpful for improving the fundamental concepts and also helpful for research in machine learning and deep learning.
Actually, book on AI, that is a modern AI. Author is right now modern artificial intelligence and its application. That book is there. It is toward probably right now I cannot remember, but this book is good for understanding artificial intelligence. But
Yes, sir.
actually, you should follow the internet if you want to do research. All informations are available in the internet.
Yes,
It will be better to use internet where towards data science one site is there, which will be very helpful for you towards data science. And simply learn one website is there, which will also help you to understand these things. But one thing I should mention here that once you study about, if you have the basic idea of machine learning and deep learning,
yes,
that then using internet, in the internet is all these informations are available. You can go through that in the towards data science. I've already mentioned towards data science side will provide you all this information related to machine learning and deep learning. You can go through that to have introduction about machine learning and deep learning. Then you can start your research, and for that you have to do literature survey in internet. What are the different types of works are carried out in your area? But to build a system, whether you are talking about you want to build machine learning system or you want to build deep learning based system, you need to understand Python programming language. Okay. Because almost 99% AI based system are built in Python programming language. Okay. So you have to learn Python programming language, and for that, you have to study a little bit. First of all, the introduction of Python and little bit the data structures which are commonly used in Python, like the list data structure, list, tuple, and dictionary. So for best and little bit on string related processing. So you should have, once you have the understanding of all these things, then you need to study NumPy. This is one very without help of NumPy you cannot start this. All the packages which are used or all the libraries which are for AI based system, they have used in either NumPy or SciPy, which are available in Python. So these modules are available. So you need to have the knowledge on this NumPy. And for visualization purpose, one library is there in Python, that is NumPy library. So you can use NumPy library, right? So once you have this, you have studied a little bit on this, then you need to use, actually you need some algorithms, right? If you have already some collected data, and if you have understood the basics of machine learning, deep learning, and little bit of Python programming language, then you can start. But to start, you have to use algorithm.
sir.
Implementation of algorithms are already available. You don't need to write program on implementing all these algorithms. Or these implementations are available. If one popular tool in Python, that is the scikit-learn toolkit, sklearn. You can use this sklearn, and it is completely implemented using NumPy or SciPy. Okay,
Yes,
NumPy is used. It is actually NumPy is the module which can process data in the format of multi-dimensional array. Okay. Actually,
Sir.
when you talk about the data, that data which will supply to the computer, that must be in the format of array. Your data can be most of the cases it will be in two-dimensional array, but also it could be three-dimensional or four-dimensional array. So your data may be in the format of matrix, that is two-dimensional array, or it can also be in the format of three-dimensional or four-dimensional. If you want to work with simple data, numerical data, in some cases it will be two-dimensional. Two-dimensional in the sense your features will be one-dimensional. For one particular example, your data may be in one-dimensional, but it could also be two-dimensional. Right? When they provide two-dimensional, just one thing I want to, in two-dimensional data, example is suppose the image. Image can be two-dimensional, it could also be three-dimensional, right?
Yes.
Because if you talk about the RGB type of image, it has three dimensions, one dimension for red, one dimension for green, one dimension for blue, RGB type of image. So you need three-dimensional data, right? So you need to consider three-dimensional array. So for even if sklearn may not be always suitable, in sklearn many machine learning algorithms are available, but for deep learning, sklearn will not be suitable. Sklearn is also called the scikit-learn toolkit, will not be suitable. You need to use either Keras library or TensorFlow or PyTorch. You need to use this. So all these are available. You have to just install it and then you have to work.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So these things are necessary to build AI-based model.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, one question is there in our chat box. Sotodip Banerjee says that how to fight with deep text in this generative AI era.
Actually, for this, it is a big problem. Fight in the sense you have to detect this. For this, you need a layered architecture. Means with the help of deep learning, we can build a system for this. Even one generative artificial neural network with the help of deep learning based neural network, you can detect it. But it is in one word, we cannot answer this question because you need to study many things on it. But with the help of GAN network, GAN network, we can at least identify, can detect. But actually, you need to train a model. Okay. To collect the data data can be your label type of data. You have to means image has to be labeled. So which image is fake, which image is not fake. First, manually you have to do some annotation. Means the image, first of all, you have to have a large number of images, and you have to do this image is fake, the image is not fake. Okay. So with the help of annotation, first as an expert in this field, you have to do this, means the image has to be annotated. This annotated image, which is nothing but called the label type of data. So this annotated image should be provided to the system with a deep learning based architecture, means a layered architecture, means one artificial neural network with a many number of layers. We may consider the GAN type of network, which is very helpful for to build this type of system. So this GAN network, GAN network, you can go through this network and you can study. But before that, you should have images, and the images are manually annotated image, and where you will tell which image is fake, which image is not fake. Means some images will be collected which will be the combination of fake images and real images. And says to the system, you have to tell that this image is fake, this image is not fake. And from that type of image data, many images of which you will provide to the system, computer or machine will learn and will find out ultimately a model that can tell you whether the image that you are giving to the model as input is fake or not fake.
Thank you, sir. Due to lack of time, we cannot accept any other questions.